Hey there, welcome back. Let's continue. We're on day 6, which is, when we finish this, we'll be halfway through. We need 52 victory points. So what is half of that? 26? And I'm at 19. So we're very far behind. But we have yet to do a day where we do a primary and a secondary, and we gotta get some secondaries in. I am now allowed to draw 5 cards. The only thing that's our enemy now is the scramble, which there's got to be a few in there. I distinctly remember them, but let's give it a go. Maybe not be so aggressively, like just taking the first one I draw if it's only worth 2 victory points, but let's see. So this one is Elite Infantry. So as you can see, there's 2 sites in the center. It is a 1 victory point mission. It is secondary. Okay, well, let's set it aside. We got a secondary. We can send 2 aircraft on that one. The next one is a pure air-to-air one. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do both of these. This is 5 aircraft. This is 2. So I know the rules say you don't have to commit to the second one, but I do have to figure out who's going to go. This is soft. And just a reminder, when you have soft targets, you have this Mark 20 here, which gets a +5 against soft targets. So a +5 is a really nice boost. And you can hit possibly twice, right? An 8 and 11. It's dispersed, which means you only can hit it once. But the point is, though, is these are only 1 weight point each. So to roll an 8, if you're adding 5 to your number, I just need to roll a 3 or better. And that's assuming I have a pilot that has no other bonuses. I mean, I have pilots that have +2, +3 air to ground. So if I take one of those pilots, it's a guarantee hit. And there's 6 hits needed. But because of my my infrastructure, I have a -2. So I only need to hit 4 times. So it is an extremely easy target to kill if I can get over target. And then there's 2 sites. So really, this is one of those deals where I think we take a Wild Weasel and a Bomber, and that's all we need to finish that out. So the target is 69. I do want to see, like, how far away is it? See, like, that 39 looks like a 69 to me. And then we also have to bear in mind that we got this nonsense. So 71 to 81 is actually 66 to 76. So 66, 7, 8, 9, right, is 3. So 71, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking for 74 for that one. So 74 is this guy. It's way in the back with a weight point penalty. Okay, that's the secondary target. So I'm going to set that off to the side. The primary target is 42, which is right here. So I'm going to leave that up there, but the 42 is weight point 0, stress of 1. Real easy mission, this one. This is pure air-to-air goodness. The other one, we're not even drawing a bandit. 4 bandits around the approach, and then 4 bandits in the middle that are the objective. So I can bring 5 aircraft on this one. We're going to bring Marita. We're going to bring Andy. And we're going to bring Bun Bun. These are the 3 F-15s. 2 of them actually have a lot of stress, Bun Bun in particular. But we're going to do it. And then I'm going to bring Bishop along with these guys for more air-to-air. So we have 4. And I can bring a 5th aircraft, which is crazy. I'm going to bring one of my heavy bombers. We're going to bring Boss, because he was close to leveling up. So there's my 5. So then I have to decide my ECM jammer. I'll bring Druid along for this one. And so there's my 5. Every one of them is loaded to the gills with aim 7s. There's no reason to load anything else. There's a weight point penalty of 0. They all have ECM pods. They all have 8 weight points, so that means they're loaded with 7 aim 7s each. So just for posterity, this just represents that they all have 7 each. Okay, so we have our pilots selected. Let's draw a target bound event, no adjustment. Then we have to place. So for lack of a better placement, I'm just going to place, well, let's not cloud this up. I'll put it over here. And then we have to draw 2 bandits. I'm sorry, 1 bandit on each approach and then 4 in the middle. The approach ones can say no bandit, the middle ones cannot. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this one said no bandit. This one is a MiG-25, MiG-23, MiG-23. This is a MiG-21, MiG-23, MiG-29, and a MiG-21. So these MiG-21s and a MiG-25, I'm going to take all 3 of these out. And there's a yak, and a yak, and another yak. Okay, so these objectives, these 2 can hit us. These 2 cannot. So I'm going to just put these 2. These are the turkey shoot guys. So my threats are here. This is not a threat on turn 1. I can hit this one on turn 1. I cannot hit that one, and they can't hit me. So we're good to go there. These 2, this one can hit me turn 1. This cannot. Okay, so that's what we got. So now we're going to go draw over target. No adjustment. And there's no intel adjustment anymore. So we're on turn 1. Okay, Andy goes fast. So Andy is going to, and I'm just going to put this next to him to show that he's down to 6 missiles. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 7 planes we need to destroy. I have a lot of missiles. We're going to shoot 2 of them. We're going to go down to 5 missiles because Andy wants to make sure he destroys the threat. And we do. So this guy's gone. Right, and then we have 1 that can shoot us for this opening round. And there's nothing we can do about it. So I'm going to roll my ECM. I rolled a 7, so nothing happened. And we are going to, are we going to move forward? Yes, we're going to move forward. And then this guy is going to stay. That guy is going to stay. These 2 are going to stay. And per the rules, the objectives can't move. So they all stay. We now have 4 of them that can shoot us and 4 that we can shoot. So remember, this 7 means everybody has 7 of them, except Andy has 5. So I'm going to look at like who's the worst ones here. Like that's a 4, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 4, 5, 9, 4, 5, 9. This 3, 6, 9 is the worst one. So I'm going to have Andy shoot 2 more. So he's up to 3. And we're going to shoot this guy. And I rolled a 9, so this guy's gone. All right, we got our guy. I have no SA points with anybody else. I'm just checking. Ooh, Duo has 1, but Duo's not on this mission. Okay, so no SA points with anybody else. And speaking of which, whoever didn't go on a mission, well, technically, I haven't chosen tomorrow yet. Rogue for sure is not going to go on a mission. Okay. So now I have to fend off 3. So let's do red, green, blue, top to bottom. So blue and red, we blocked. Green made it through. So green is going to attack the first guy here, which is Marita. So Marita are we gonna spoof? Druid can spoof for 4 stress. Yeah, we'll spoof. He's gonna spoof for 4 stress. So now I roll 1 die. This guy's attacking him. Well, I rolled a 10, so that gets reduced to a 5. But because it's going against Druid, it gets reduced 1 more to a 6 or a 4, and a 4 is a stress. A 5 would have damaged, so it would have been bad if it. I mean, damage doesn't really hurt an ECM plane because it has nothing to lose. But yeah. Okay, so now we're at the slow phase. I should have moved in. I don't believe I should be back there. So now we're at the slow phase. So now I get to attack with everybody else, finally. So we're going to start with Boss. Boss is going to shoot 2. So we're basically, everybody's shooting 2. So we're going from 7 down to 5. This guy, of course, has 3. But Boss, we're going to shoot 2. And Boss has a +1. We're going to shoot this guy here. And this guy's gone. That's a Yak 38, so I got to put him back in the special pile. Then we're going to go to Bishop, who has a +3. So we're going to go after the hardest one, which is this one. And that one's gone. And then we're going to go to Bun Bun, who has a +4 against that guy. And that was a 7 and a 1. So the 7 hits. That one's gone. And then we're going to go to Marita, who's going to shoot 2 at these turkey shoot guys. And there's a 7 and a 5, both of which would have hit. So turkey shoot 1 is gone. This is going to be a piece of cake. We stay where we are. We move to the next turn. It doesn't matter who. Let's just say Marita. There you go. This guy's destroyed. Easy mission. Just got shot at a few times. But we made it okay. All right, so let's get out our sheet. This was target 42 with a slash. We started with 13 SO. I'm not done yet, so we got to do the home. Inflict 2 stress. Oh, come on. You such a jerk. I was really hoping that would not be an issue. So we got an X, and this is worth 4 victory points with a slash, because we're not done yet for the day. And then we move the Recon and Intel by 1. Recon can't move anymore. The Intel, we now have a -1 sight. So we could destroy a sight now, which is good. Destroying bandits is better, but destroying sight, I'll take it. Okay, I shouldn't have put this away yet. Experience points. We got Marita first. So we got to put 2 stress on everybody flying this mission. The mission adds 1 more for 3. Marita has a cool of 2, so Marita goes up to 4 stress. Instead of going down, he goes up. That's the part that sucks. And then he's going to get 2 experience points, so he's at 4 for the day. Next up is Andy. So we said going to get 3. He has a cool of 1, so Andy's going to get 2. And Andy needs 9, so he's going to be at 4. And then Bun Bun was going to go down, but now they're getting 3 stress, so Bun Bun goes up to 5. So she's going to need rest. And Bun Bun has 1 and is going to be at 3 for the end of the day. And then Bishop has 0 stress, but is going to gain 1. Or I'm sorry, has 2 cool and 0 stress. Going to gain 1. And Bishop has 2 experience points, needs 5. Then Boss, going to gain 1 for the same reasons, has 2 cool. And Boss is sitting on 3. Boss is leveling up. Boss is now a vet with 0 left over. All right, so let's get him out. Okay, so 2011 is now 2121. So he now has SA points, which is something. And since he's highest promoted, he can give that to other people. And then eventually he'll become 3-3, but we need to get through 8 more experience points with him. And then last one is Druid, who has 3 cool. And this is 3 stress, so he'll gain nothing. It's not Druid, it's Rogue. And then Rogue, up at the top here, it's going to have 2 experience points. He needs 6. Okay, that wraps up that mission. Now we're doing the second half, which is this card here. So just a reminder, it's 2 sites in the center. And then I'm going to move the recon track, which doesn't do anything. It's soft, it's dispersed. So let's draw the 2 center sites. So we have no site and this guy. And just so you know, our intel adjustment is we get to destroy a site. So this is going to be destroyed. I'll leave it there because I've learned the hard way that I shouldn't get premature and doing stuff until I do the events, because something else might come out. I get to bring 2 aircraft. I need 1 to destroy it, so we're going to bring SWAT. And he's going to be loaded with these Mark 20s, and it's a weight point penalty of 2, so he gets to carry 9 of them. So 7, and then I'm going to put a 2 on top of that. So he's carrying 9 Mark 20s. That's more than enough to annihilate this thing. We do have a radar thing, so I'm going to bring Turkey. And those are going to be our 2 guys, and Turkey will be loaded with the Shrikes. He has 6 weight points. He'll have 3 Shrikes. So I'm going to give him 2 Shrikes. No, I'm going to give him 3. And then we're going to reduce the amount of bombs to 8 for SWAT. Actually, you know what? I'm going to reduce it even to 7. SWAT has a +4 air to ground. With the campaign penalty, it becomes +3. And this gives a +8 or +5. It's a guaranteed hit with all 7 of these, which is more than enough to kill that thing. So I'm actually going to bring 2 AIM-7s. His air-to-air is actually a +2. So he's got decent air-to-air. Why am I doing that? Because an event might put bandits on the mission. And just covering my bases. This should be a cakewalk. Absolute cakewalk. So unless the events ruin my day. Let's start with the first one. Oh, MiG-31 and place it in the center. If MiG-31s are not available in this campaign, no adjustment. MiG-31s are not available in this campaign. It's MiG-23, MiG-29, or Su-27. Each time you draw a bandit, that is not a... Replace it with a Yak-38. I mean, it said that if MiG-31s are not available, no adjustment. So I'm going to ignore the replace with Yak-38 part. That would have been interesting. A MiG-31, by the way, has a Foxhound ER step. So that would have been bad. But it's why I took those AIM-7s, isn't it? Could I have brought... hold on a second. Rogue did not go on that last mission. That was Druid that went on the last mission. So Druid is leveled up. Rogue had to rest because he couldn't go on this mission. So Druid went on the mission because Druid has like 5 stress from the mission. So anyways, going from average to skilled, so it's a 1-0, and now it's 2-0. So there we go. That was a mistake from the last mission we just did. And if I got, so Rogue's not going on the mission, and Kusanagi is going to lose stress. Duo is going to lose stress. And Stool has no stress. So, all right, moving on. Now we're gonna place our aircraft, choose our altitude. I'll go over here. And then here's our over target. -1 to all air-to-ground strikes at sites or the target. That changes things. I don't know if I'm guaranteed anymore. I get a 1, plus 3 is 4, plus 3 is 7. Yeah, it's not a guarantee anymore. Holy crap. That event, these events are killing me in this campaign. I get to do intel adjustments, so I'm destroying a site. Day 1, nothing. Day 2, nothing. Day 3, nothing. This is the start of day 4. We're low, and we're gonna bomb. So I'm gonna drop 7, 3, here's 6 of them. I just need to not roll 1. So none of them are a 1. That's 6 hits. I only needed 4 hits. So I've saved 1 bomb for the trip home. Here's the trip home. Roll 2 attacks, roll 1 less for each air-to-air. Counter expended. Hey, guess what? I have 2 aim 7s. So we're just gonna expend those and nothing happens. All right, that works. It was almost like I planned it perfectly. Here we go. Only 2 planes on this mission, but that's okay. So for the second half, we had target 69, yay! And then we spent 0, actually we started with 7 SO points. We finished with 7. We destroyed the target. We get 2 victory points for it. So that's 6 for the day. And that puts us at 25 for the campaign, which puts us in the poor category. We are now rated poor. So we're off the schneid. And then Turkey is going to get 2 experience points. Not enough to level up. This is a 3 stress mission. Turkey is going to get 2. And then SWAT is going to get 2 as well. And he needs 6 to level up, SWAT does. And SWAT is at 5. Okay, that ends day 6. We just did all that in 23 minutes. 2 missions. Woo! Those were easier missions, though. Okay, let's go to day 7. We get to draw 5 cards. Here's our... Oh, hold on. Here's our first card. Okay, this is one of those where we got to do the math, but it's target 66. It's an improvement. All naval and infantry targets take 2 more hits to destroy. 5 aircraft, 12 hits, 4 victory points this would be. How am I doing? I need to get 27 points in 6 days. So I need to get over 4 victory points a day. This one would be 4 exactly. It's an improvement, so I can't ignore it. So that's why I'm not sure I want to draw another card. Bring 5 aircraft. It's big, which means it cancels, so it's easier to hit. So the campaign penalty doesn't hurt us. We're going to have sites and bandits. Because it's target 66, we got to do some math here. That would be actually target 71 on the map. So it's here. So there's a waypoint penalty and high stress for the mission. Yeah, we got to do it. I can't let this one linger. So we have quite a few sites on this one. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one in the middle. So I see a lot of no bandits, but that doesn't mean there's no sites. In fact, we had several sites. So this one is bad, bad, good. I forgot to put all the bandits from the last mission in here, but I'll stick with it. So those two are bad because what they do is they shoot it high. So I can fly low the whole time, and those two become a nothing burger. But my anti-radar needs me to be high, the Shrikes. So that's a little interesting. Which one would I want to get rid of is the question. Okay. We get to bring 5 aircraft on this. It's a high-stress mission. I can bring Stool. He can help with the air-to-air. My air-to-air guys, except for maybe Andy, like Bun Bun and Marita need to rest hard. Like they're both stressed pretty high. SWAT and Boss are both doing fine. So they could go on the mission to help destroy the target. We need, it says 12 hits, but we really only need 10. There's nothing to the target, like there's no bonuses or anything. But if we bring our usual loadout, we should be okay. Stool is definitely available. And I'm looking at maybe my wild weasels. Like bringing them along. I mean, I get to bring 5. So even if I brought SWAT and Boss. The thing I'm realizing is Kusanagi, because he's a naval specialist, I'm sort of like holding him back because I keep thinking I'm going to get a naval target, and we never do. But SWAT and Boss, for sure. We're going to bring Rogue to help with ECM jamming. So I can still bring 3 more. I can bring Stool and Duo and Turkey. I can bring all of them. Do I really want to bring both of my wild weasels? This is a weight point penalty of -2. So I might want to, or I should bring Bishop. I'm only drawing 1 bandit. No, I'm drawing 4. Never mind, I'm drawing 4. Do I let like Turkey rest? I do have 4 sites I need to destroy. I'm going to get to destroy 1 for free. But that still leaves me with 3. Okay, so let's say I'm bringing Duo for sure. Duo has a +2 air to ground, which becomes a +1 because of the campaign penalty. And because of the weight point penalty of 3, well, 2 plus the ECM, he gets to carry 3 Shrikes, which is just enough to destroy everybody on the field with no misses. And a miss is something we always have to assume is going to happen. Boss and SWAT, we already talked about these guys, but like SWAT has a 4, Boss has a 3, air to ground. And they're going to bring the big 3-weight bombs. And they have 9 weight points. So they're going to bring 3 each. with a +4. This is guaranteed 2 hits each. So that's 6 hits right there. Just with that. And there's, you know, if I assume 50%, they'll at least get a 7th hit. And then the other one with the +3 is 3 more hits for 9. I only need a 10th hit to win. So I don't need any more bombs. Unless one of them gets damaged, of course. Turkey was the extra one here that I'm considering, like, do I need to bring Turkey or can I let him rest? Because I could also bring Bishop. I'll bring Turkey. We're going to let Bishop rest. So Turkey's going to do AGMs, 3 of them, just like Duo. And then Stool is going to go full air-to-air on us. So he can do 5 air-to-air. And his air-to-air bonus is 3. So he has a +3 air-to-air. Okay, let's do the target. Each pilot flying this mission. Oh, come on, you guys. All right, let's go through. I have Rogue on this one. So Druid is going to be able to release 3 stress. Turkey's resting. Narita is resting. Andy rested. Bun rested. Okay, so Boss goes to 2 stress. SWAT goes to 3 stress. They're both okay. Duo goes to 2. Rogue goes to 2. Stool goes to 1. I think that's everybody. Yes. Okay, horrible event, but let's see. Draw target bound event card. Place aircraft, choose altitude. So my aircraft, for lack of a better place to go, we are going to go here so I can shoot these guys, and I will go high. I know I'm in their range, but they're in my range too. And the AGM 45s, the AGM 88s, I could have hit them out of range, but the 45s, I have to go in their range to hit them, and I have to be high to hit them. So I got a 420 this one. So we're going to determine and place bandits. So this is a crucial one. I hope we don't get all 4. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one's a no bandit, which is good. This one is a Yak 38, not from over there, but it's still good. A MiG-23 is in, and this one is a MiG-21, which is out, and we replace it with a Yak 38. Okay, so this one is in range. These 3 are in range, in fact. Everybody else, not so much. I do get to destroy one thing, one site. I'm going to destroy this one. Now, you might be wondering, why aren't you destroying one of the ones in range? Which is a great question. This site hits on a 157. It's a horrible site, and it also has a -1 to my die roll to hit. So it's one of the more sophisticated ones, and we have 2 of them on the board. Okay, do I have any SA points? Do I go fast? Stool. Turkey. Nope. Duo has the SA point, and he is in the mission, and he does go fast. So we have to destroy 3 sites. I have 6. So Turkey is going to shoot 2 of his missiles. These are, of course, the Shriek missiles, or Shrike, actually, is the proper word. We do get a +2 against these guys. Should I have shot 2? I get a +1 myself. I'm going to only shoot 1. So we're going to go down to, I'm just going to roll 1 die. There we go. That's a 5. I destroyed it. It is done. So we got rid of one of the targets. Nobody else has SAs or goes fast, so we're at the mercy here. Oh, no, Boss has an SA, and Boss is a veteran on this mission, so he is the team leader. So Boss is going to give his point to Stool. So Stool is going to shoot 2 missiles at this MiG-23. And rolled a 10 and an 8, so the MiG-23 is out. So now we just have one guy shooting at us. Let's roll for ECM. I rolled a 9. We're good. So now we go to the slow phase. So Duo can shoot again. He's going to shoot 1. Nope, we're going to keep his. We're going to have Turkey shoot. Ha ha ha, pun intended. He's going to shoot 2 of them. And I destroyed it. So another sight gun. And then we're going to, in the slow phase, I get to shoot again. So I'm going to shoot at this guy. So we're going to go down to 2 missiles. There it is. This one's gone. It's one of the special ones. All right, and then we're going to move forward, go to turn 2. Okay, so when we move forward, this guy would have moved forward, so he's in range. This one is still out of range, but we can shoot him. I do not have the ability to go fast anymore. I used up all my SA points, so I am going to get shot at by this yak. So let's yakety yak, don't shoot back. So he missed, and we're good there. And now Stool has 1 bandit left, so we're gonna, I'm just gonna roll once. I roll 1. I knew I shouldn't have been cocky. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 2 is 6. I still won. I need to do math more. That was one where I didn't even need to roll. So even rolling a 1, we hit. So we're down to 1 missile. I was purely being selfish because these events have not been good, and I just fully expected that I needed them on the return trip. And then this guy's out of range, so even at slow, we could shoot at him. And I'm going to have Duo go, and we're going to roll 2. And I rolled a 7 over here. So this 7 more than destroys this guy who needed a 6 because he gave us a -1. And we got them all. The whole board's cleared. So we're going to jump ahead to turn 4 where we're over target and flying low. And I'm going to drop my bombs. So I have 3. And this guy has a +4, so that's a 10, that's a 9, and that's a 5. So these 2 are 6 hits, or 3 hits each. And then the 5 is 2 hits. So 3, 6, 7, 8 out of the 10 that I need. And then I'm going to go to Boss, same 3 dice. But these are only getting a +3. And that's a 10 for 3 more hits. So 3, 6, I think we said 8, right, was the last one. So this is 9, 10, 11. I only needed 10 to kill it. And then this would have been 2 more hits for 13 and 1 more hit for 14. So more than enough. That's going to be our campaign slogan. More than enough. All right, we got them all. These 2 bombs were used. Air to ground wise, I have some Shrikes and I have an AIM-7 to deal with this pesky card. Remove 1 stress from any 3 pilots in your squadron. That could be anybody. Okay, that's at least a good event. This moves the Recon, Infra, and Intel 1 space. So Infra is still -2, but we gave ourselves a cushion in case it moves left. This one, we're going to move. It's still -1 sight, but we're getting closer to being able to destroy bandits. Let's rock and roll. All right, so this was target number 66. So order 66. We started with 7, we ended with 7, we destroyed it. We're going to get 4 victory points. We're at 29. We're still poor. These are no longer important. The mission is a 3 stress mission. So we do get to remove 1 stress from any 3 pilots in our squadron after this is all done. Let's go through and like some of our pilots have no stress at all, but let's go through and make sure. So Stool here has 1. Getting 3 stress puts him, he has 2 cool, so he's going to move to a 2. And his experience is currently, he's at 2. So he's got a ways to go to level up. He only needs 5. That's good. And then Turkey is next. I removed stress from the wrong one. Turkey had 1. It was Duo who lost. Or no, they both went on the mission. Never mind. Turkey had no stress. So now we get 3, so he has 2. And Turkey is here with 2 experience points. Turkey's leveling up to skilled with 0 left over. So 1 0 2 1 1 0 3 3. You couldn't ask like at skilled level. That's fantastic. This is a wonderful wild weasel. Like I totally recommend Turkey. Duo is not bad either, but Turkey is fantastic. I started him out green, and so it took half the campaign to get the skilled. But at the skilled level, he's rocking a +3. I mean, he's unstoppable now. Duo, same deal, but he has 0 cool, so he's gonna take the brunt and get all 5 stress. That's not gonna work. Here we go. Or all 3 stress, which gives him to 5. But he should level up. He's at average. And yeah, he's gonna definitely level up. So he's gonna become skilled with 0 left over as well. So we need a cool for him. 0 1 0 1. There it is. 1 1 0 2. So his air to ground also is quite good. For as far as wild weasels go, those are both pretty good. Now the reason why I picked Duo is his level up from noob. He was my noob. His experience points to ace is really low. Like it's lower than some of these other guys from average to ace. I think it was 19 or 20. 18 is the lowest you can get, by the way, and there's only 1 pilot out of the 250 that can do it in 18 experience points, and that pilot is Hansen, the Canadian from our first campaign. He's the only one that can get from noob to ace in 18 experience points. Everybody else is 19 or more. Now, if you start them at green or average, some of them, you only need 13, to get to ace. But from noob all the way to ace, Hansen's your guy. Hansen doesn't ever get a +3 air to ground or air to air, though. I think he only does +2/+2. So be mindful. Okay, boss. He's a veteran. He's going to just get 2 experience points here. And with the 3 stress mission, he's going to just gain 1. And then we have SWAT, who already has 3 stress, going to gain 2 more. And it's going to put him to 5. SWAT is going to level up, though. So SWAT's going to become a veteran with 1 left over. So this is good. Very good. That's good. All right, so we have 1 0 2 2, and now it's 2 0 2 2. So the cool is finally up, but his air to ground is great already, even if he never gets to +3, but he will. And Rogue is the last one. I scratched out his experience from last time. He has 3 cool, so he's going to gain no stress. He needs 6 to level up, and now he has 2. I gave him 2 last time, but I had to scratch that out. So now he has 2. Okay. We're still behind on points. Experience points is right where we want it to be. And then I haven't forgotten the event yet. I need to remove stress from 3 pilots. I just wanted to get the stress on the pilots first. And so which 3 will it be? I'm looking at SWAT and Boss. Duo has a lot at 5. But my 2 priorities are these guys. So I'm going to reduce SWAT from 5 to 4. And Boss from 3 to 2. And then I got 1 more I can do. I can probably just do Duo. Or I can choose one of these guys. But I think I'm going to choose Duo. We'll move him from 5 down to 4. So those are 3. I just picked the 3 highest stress guys. It makes total sense. Not a big deal. Okay, so, all right. What's interesting is I don't have a glare. I always have a glare like right here on the camera. I just realized something that I may never have known. Hold on a second. That's pretty wild. I had a light off that I usually always turn on. And that's the one that was causing the glare. And I always thought it was the lights behind me causing the glare, and it's not. I learned something today. So I just don't need to turn that light on. And I think the lighting is very sufficient. At least it is for me. I don't know how it is for you guys with the camera, but we should be in good shape. Okay, let's move to day 8. So we did 6, 7. The hardest part is when I upload the video, I can't remember what days we did. All right, we're going to do day 8. I could draw 5 cards. I keep bragging about it, but I never actually do it. Here's card 1. It's an improvement. See, this is why. So 5 aircraft, 12 hits, 3 victory points. I will draw another card because this gives 2 more hits to destroy an infantry target. We usually don't get infantry targets. So here's card 2, and it's a scramble. So I have to keep this improvement along the side, and we have to do the scramble. It's a fighter surge. It is 4 bandits and a MiG-31. The MiG-31, of course, is going to have a Foxhound step. This is a pure air-to-air mission. So from that perspective, I can rest my heavy bomber dudes, although they're really good at air-to-air. The Strike Eagles are just fantastic. But yes, we're going to bring Bun Bun, Andy, and Marita. Absolutely, for sure. There's 3. And then I'm going to bring Bishop because he's a good air-to-air for 4. I think I'm going to rest Stool because I do need him for more than just air-to-air, although he's good at air-to-air. I'm going to bring my naval bomber just because he needs experience points and he's completely stress-free right now. He also has an SA point that he can maybe give to himself, actually. And he does take aim 7s and he has a +1 air-to-air. So he's not horrible. Between Druid and Rogue, they both have the exact same stress. Where is this mission? Let's look at that first. 49. 49 is right here. So it's right at home. So easy peasy. Could bring 6. I could bring 1 more. So who do I bring? I can bring one of my Strike Eagles. This is a 1 stress mission, so assuming he doesn't get hit or anything, he'll actually lose a stress if he has 2 cool, which he does. That'll help my Strike Eagles to get to veteran. I'm going to bring both of my ECM jammers. So both Druid and Rogue are both going on this one. And Turkey and Duo, my Wild Weasels will rest. So here's my choice. I bring one of the Strike Eagles because I can bring 1 more, right? I'm not going to bring a Wild Weasel. I'm going to let them both rest. I can bring one of my Strike Eagles, or I can bring Stool. The advantage to Stool has 2 stress. That's his issue. I'm bringing Stool. We're going to bring Stool. Okay, all of them have aim 7s. When they start shooting, we'll worry about, how many they have and figure all that out. I just want to dive in here. The MiG-31 thing means we're going to get the Foxhound ER thing. Not real happy about that. The hardest part is finding one, because the Bandit Cup does have a lot of planes in it. So it's a little painful. I almost wish they just give me one extra chip with a MiG-31 that I can just use for this purpose. In fact, I might make my own and just write the stats on it and say, this is a MiG-31. So anytime you have an event or whatever makes you draw one, here, you help me. This is like if you were at my table, I would hand this to you and say, find one, while I do the rest of the mission setup. Oh, come on. You would think it'd be easy. It's not. I don't know why DVG guys think it's fun to go through cups and pull stuff out. I don't think this is fun at all. I really, it's what, it makes the game a chore. I'm gonna hear Tom right now. You're such a crybaby. Oh my gosh, you had to actually go through some chips. Yes, Tom, I did. And guess what? You're crybaby right now because you're crying about me. All right. MiG-21, 23. I'm still glad there's not that many MiG-31s in the game, because it would have been more infuriating to keep drawing these, but this is why we don't get them that often, right? Because there's not that many. Oh man, I found a Su-27 and I was so happy. I am scraping the bottom of the barrel now. Just putting them back in one at a time. I could pause it for you, but I'm not being that kind. I'm making you suffer with me. Because, sharing is caring. It is easier to see them because you're looking for that little A next to the, to show that it has a Foxhound attack step. But man. I can't, my friend used to always say, everything you look for is always in the last place you look, because, once you find it, you're not looking anymore. He always thought he was so crafty when he said it, but here I am, I went to high school with him easily 30 years ago, and I still remember that quote and how he used to laugh so much when he would say it, and it's funny because maybe it's part of dad humor, but now I'm sitting here yeah, it's always the last place you look. There it is. I found one. And I know there's more than one. It's just, that was the one. There's no other like it. Ay. Now I gotta pick all these up. I'm gonna cry baby some more. If this was a computer app, it would have been picked in no time. So there used to be a Phantom Leader app. I used to play it on my iPad. I don't think they supported it. So when it moved to the 64-bit or whatever upgrade, the app disappeared. So unless you have a really old iPad, you can't play Phantom Leader anymore. It was the full Phantom Leader game. It was fun, but it was the original. It was not the deluxe edition. So it had a lot less features to it, and the pilots weren't quite as robust, etc. But yeah, you could have a... anyways, I did enjoy it. It was fun to play this game as an app and not have to be so fiddly all the time. Everything got set up immediately. Okay, so it's one MiG-31, which as we noted is a Foxhound step, and then 4 more bandits. And remember, no bandit does not work in this case. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I got more in my hand in case I need more. So like I got to replace that one. That one, and we're good. Okay, so there's 4. So now we got to go through. This is a 23, so it stays. 21 is out. 21 is out. 23 stays. So these 2 get replaced with a Yak-38. And there's our objectives. So the Yak-38s have a range of 1, so they're turkey shoot. I don't have turkey on the mission with us, but they are a turkey shoot. Oh, man. I ended up putting a skill in the bandit cup. All right, I got it. Okay. So those 3 are the only ones that I have to worry about. Like I said, we'll worry about what the bonuses are. Everybody has aim 7s. It's all you need. There's no ground targets on this one. My intel error adjustment is I get to destroy a site, which I don't get to do in this case. This is a scramble. So let's do our target. XP1, randomly select and remove 1 aircraft from the mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I rolled a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Stool is out of the mission. That just means he doesn't take any stress or anything. But we do get an extra experience point. But we lost some missiles for sure. And anybody who didn't go on a mission is going to lose stress. So he's going to lose 4, 2, 2, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm doing all this off camera. Basically, both Strike Eagles are stress-free. Stool is now stress-free because he's no longer on this mission. The Turkey is stress-free, which is the Wild Weasel, and Duo is down to 1. And that's it. So we basically just removed a bunch of stress from anybody who had it that didn't go on the mission. Okay, so we're down 1 less pilot. If there was ever a mission that this happened on, this is it. I'm okay. But if that Foxhound ER step ends up damaging me, then we're in panic mode. So now we're going to go, we have to place our aircraft. I was supposed to do that before I revealed the bandits, I guess, but these are the objectives. So I think they get revealed immediately. I don't have to wait until place bandits phase. So I'm just going to come in, like these guys, it doesn't matter, they're in the center. So I'm just going to come in from the south here. And then we're going to draw over target. Add 1 site. I am so annoyed. All right, the site is a no site. I am so happy with that. I was like, I don't need any ground. I don't need any ground. Now, that happens after the Intel Error Defense adjustment, so I wouldn't have been able to destroy it. Okay, Foxhound ER step. So now we're going to roll. Who's he targeting? It's a 2. He's targeting Bun Bun. So Bun Bun's going to take a stress. He's up to 2, or she is up to 2. And this step, we are not allowed to ECM jam or anything, so we got to just roll. Hope for the best. The problem is this guy hits with a 5. And I just rolled a 7, which doesn't destroy it, but Bun Bun just lost all of his munitions, so he's damaged. So now we're in big trouble. We just lost 14 AIM 7s. I am getting highly annoyed now. Okay, so now we start day 1. What do we have left? I mean, we still have 4 pilots with AIM 7s left. Bun Bun, I have him up to the side. He's still in the mission, but he can't do anything other than shoot his gun at range 0, which right now he can't do. So I'm looking at SA points because we did have a lot of promotions. So let me just make sure I have all that understood. Kusanagi has an SA. That's the only one. Kusanagi is skilled. So technically he's the most veteran pilot, so he could give it to someone else as flight leader. But we're gonna, we have nobody in our range right now. So now we gotta absorb all 3 of these. So we're gonna do red, green, blue. We blocked all 3. That's excellent. So we're gonna move up, go to turn 2. These are objectives, so they don't move. They're all in my range, but only these 3 can hit us. We can go fast. So Kusanagi only has a +1 air-to-air. He's going to give his fast. Well, Andy's fast. So he's going to get to shoot. And then Andy's going to give his to one of the other guys who has a better air-to-air. Bishop has a +3 and Marita has a +3. So I'm going to give it to Marita. And this is a waypoint 0 mission. So everybody has 7. Kusanagi has 5. So I'm going to put 5 next to Kusanagi. Everybody else has 7. Okay. So Andy's going to shoot 2, and we're going to go after the nasty guy. So I rolled a 10. So nasty guy gone. That's the MiG-31. All right. And then we're going to have, so that means he's down to 5. And then I said it was Marita I was going to let shoot with a 3. And we're going to go after this guy with 2 of them. That's a 9, so this guy is destroyed. And he's down to 5. And at this point, I can just put the 7 next to Bishop. Okay. So I have to now endure this. So I rolled a 10, ECM jammed. Next up, we could go slow. Andy can't go. He is just fast or slow. He went fast. Marita can go again, and then these 2 can go. And we're going to start with Bishop. We're going to shoot 2 at this guy. I rolled an 8. He's gone. I no longer have any threats on the board. And then I'm just going to do 2 and 2 against here. So 2 for Marita, a 3. This guy adds a 2 to make it 5, and Marita adds, this one's destroyed. And then we got Kusanagi. Kusanagi is going to shoot all 5, actually. He only gets a +1. We need to kill this guy. There you go. There's a 9. He's dead. So it wasn't bad. You just had to survive those initial surges, and Druid and Rogue weren't even needed, which is great. So we have to go home. Each additional these events are driving me nuts. Okay. It's a win for the good guys. All right, let's bring this over. I do get an extra experience point for everybody, which is good. This is 49. We had 7, still had 7, destroyed it. It's going to be 4 victory points. And that puts us to 33 for the day. We moved up to adequate with 4 days remaining. We got a lot of points we still need to go. I mean, we're still putting in 4, but we got to get more than 4 on a few of these days here. Don't need these anymore. Okay. It does move the recon track 1, the infrastructure track 2, and the Intel track 1. So this was good because we're at the max on these, and this moves 1, so now I can destroy a bandit and a site, which is very, very good. That will help us immensely on our missions. Okay, let's start at the top. We're going to do Bishop here. This is only a 1 stress mission, but the dang event made us take another stress. So it's a 2 stress mission. He has 2 cools, so he gains nothing. He needs 5 points to level up, and Bishop is at 2. So Bishop is now at 4. So not quite. Merida has cool of 2, so he gains nothing. Merida, oh, I'm sorry, he gained 3 experience points, so I'm gonna scratch that out. He is now a veteran with 0 left over. Well, he gained 3 experience, not 2. So let's go back to Bishop. He is going from skilled to veteran, so there you go. He's gained an SA point, which we've needed, and his air to ground is finally a +0, which helps in case we need him in a pinch. All right, so then Merida is going to get 4 experience points because we just shot down 3 bandits. So Merida is where? Here. He has 4. He needs 6, so he's going to become a veteran with 2 left over. So there you go, 202 to 21. He gets his first Bushido, and he's now at +3. And I did take the time to finally get those counters. Here's what the Bushido counters look like. So we'll put that on him. I never got clarification, like, does he get another Bushido when he levels up again and it still says 1 Bushido? I'm assuming that it's 1 for the whole game until it says 2. But I could be wrong. They're hopefully not used very often. Bun Bun has a cool of 2, so no stress for Bun Bun, or additional at least. 3 experience points for Bun Bun. Where are you? That puts him to 6, so Bun Bun is a veteran with 0 left over. So we're getting some good promotions here. So Bun Bun gets an SA point. So now we're starting to finally become professional. We can go fast. We can start. This helps us to do 2 missions a day. That's the thing. Doing 2 missions a day in the early phases of a project are not good. Only 1 cool, so he's going to gain 1 stress. Andy has 4 experience. He's going to get 3 more for 7. Still not enough to go to veteran. Andy is an experience hog. Look at this. He needs 9 and then he needs 11 more. I mean, we're sitting here on day 8 and he hasn't even leveled up once. He's been on 3 missions. Kusanagi has a cool of 0, which hurts, so 2 stress. Kusanagi is up here, 4 experience, 3 more makes it 7. Not enough. 1 away though. Then Druid and Rogue, they both have 3 cool. So they're gonna both lose a stress, which is awesome. And let's see, this one's Druid, that one's Rogue. And of course, they're both going to get 3 experience. So Druid just leveled up. So he's at 3. Needs 6. And then Rogue is up to 5. He needs 6 as well. So neither of them leveled up. All right, that brings us to the end of day 8. So at the end of day 8, we're 19 points from where we need to be with 4 days remaining. I mean, you can do the math. I need 5 points 3 times and the 4 points once. So, yeah, I'm going to have to keep drawing until I can get a secondary. The target deck is still really thick, and there's a whole bunch of Navy cards, which the Navy cards sometimes can give you 18 experience points if you destroy a Navy target. So I got to be mindful of that. Okay. How am I doing on time? Only an hour. Let's do another day. As long as I don't do infantry targets, this thing won't hurt me. So day 1. Large strike. So it's a pure air-to-air. It's only 3 victory points. I'm going to set it aside. 2. Supply vessels. Only 2 victory points. It is a -1 stress, but I'm setting it aside. 3. SA-8B. These are basically, it's destroying radar sites. 3 victory points. Setting it aside. 4. Paratroopers in flight. These are transports. Penalty. Target 69 must be selected as the next mission and requires 5 more hits to destroy if I fail this one. This one's only worth 3 victory points, and target 69 has already been dealt with. So, I don't know. Maybe we ignore the penalty in that case. I'm still not sure I want to pick any of these yet, and none of these have to stay with us. So I'm going to draw a 5th one, and it's 7 bandits for 3 victory points. So none of them are helping us here to get more than 4, and none of them are secondary. That's really wild. So now it just boils down to, what do I want to do? I can do 8 MiG-27s. I can just do 7 bandits. The paratroopers in flight has bandits protecting them, and then it's just 4 unprotected bombers with some bandits around them. I can bring 5 aircraft on this one. I think now it just matters I'm gonna just look at where they located on the map. And I don't want to do 2 victory points, so this one's out. It's too low. These ones are all the same number of victory points. If I'm looking at my intel, if I want to move intel, this one helps. This one does not. This one helps twice. And this one does not. So I'm going to put these 2 out. So it's between these 2. I think this one's the easier mission. 8 MiG-27s, and MiG-27s are not allowed in this. So I can just replace, each time you draw a bandit that is not a MiG-23, I mean, this one specifically says MiG-27, so I'm assuming I have to pick MiG-27s. That one, it's definitely a harder mission, but it moves the intel track by 2, which will let me destroy 2 bandits and 2 sites. But I'll be honest, I only need to move the intel track 1 to achieve that. I don't have to move it 2. This will give me experience points for 6 aircraft. That one will let me do 5. We're going to do this one. I'm going to move it twice, even if I don't have to. It is 8 MiG-27s, so I'm just going to find one in the cup. I'm assuming they're all the same. I know there's a lot of MiG-27s in here. We draw them all the time. I think they're actually the wussy ones. They only have a range of 1, which was going to make it a turkey shoot. Because remember, objectives aren't allowed to leave the center. I am not finding a MiG-27. Here we go. Let's go. Yaks. MiG-21s. The 21s we draw a lot of, that's for sure. 23. There's the MiG-31. I found him. MiG-23. come on. See, I should have not taken this on principle, because now I have to find crap in the Bandit Cup. Now I'm dropping pieces on the floor. Okay. Oh, there it is. I found one. That's a MiG-27, and that's actually, those are just bombers. That's why. And how that ended up in my cup is a miracle. It should not have been in the cup at all. But it was in the Bandit Cup. So the MiG-27s should be in my bomber cup. Those are bombers, MiG-27s. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, here's another one. They have a +0, but here it is, 2, 4, there's 6. There should be one more for 8. Unless I threw that one in the wrong cup as well. Here it is, 2, 4, 6, 8. This is now a turkey shoot. So we're just gonna draw events and deal with it. I gotta bring 6 aircraft along. We're gonna bring, well, first of all, where's the stress band? 39. We've done a lot of the high stress, but this is a stress band of 2. So we're gonna bring the 3 F-15s. If I don't, that's suicide. We're gonna bring Bishop and Stool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get to bring one more. I'm gonna bring SWAT. There's our 6. I'm gonna bring both of my ECM guys again. Again, all AIM 7s all the time. I'm looking at anybody who didn't go on the mission. We're gonna rest them, which is Duo, Kusanagi, and that's it. We're bringing 6. We're actually bringing 8 of our guys here. One of the resters is the Strike Eagle, which had no stress. And our Wild Weasels are the other 2, and they also had no stress. Okay, so there's nothing shooting at us, folks. So we're just gonna, look at that, gain 4 SO. All right, so this is target 39. We started with 7. We're gonna gain 4. We're gonna end up with 11. My only regret is there's no secondary on this one. Then we're gonna go over target. Sites conduct their attacks before we do. And then this will be the return home. But basically, Marita has a +4. Bun Bun has a +4. Andy has a +2. Stool has a +3. I'm just putting them in categories here. And then Bishop has, where are you at, Bishop? He has a +3. And then SWAT has a +2. So I can just roll them. There's only 6, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. So I'm gonna roll 2 dice here. Those are +4. Both of those kill, so this one's dead. Then we have these 2. I'm gonna actually roll, shoot 4 missiles. And I guess I should have specified which one's which, so I'll re-roll. Let's do Bishop. That's a hit. Let's do Stool. That's a hit. And then we're gonna do this guy for 2 missiles. That's a hit. And then 2 missiles. 3 + 2 is 5. That's a miss. All right. So now you might be wondering, well, hold on a second. Don't you have weight point penalties? I do. I mean, it's a weight point penalty of 1. So everybody's carrying 6 missiles. And then SWAT here is carrying 10. So it's just, it's not a big deal. We shot 2 for each one, and there's only 3 left. Let's start with these 2, which get a +4, yes. And I'm just gonna roll for 1 for each, because a 1 + 4, well actually that's a miss, but we killed 1. These 2 get a +3, shooting 1 each, and there you go. It's all dead. Plenty of missiles to spare. Honestly, if I wasn't recording for the channel, I would have just called it a win. I wouldn't even have done all this. So here's our return trip home. One random pilot has suffered a missing. Oh, that has. Yeah, none of them have, so we're good. That's a good one to draw if we got shot down. Nobody even shot at us on this mission. This was an easy one. Okay, so we accomplished it. We get to move our intel track by 2. So everything, all of our dials are max level. Bring this back out. It's a 2 stress mission. So we're gonna start with Marita, who has 2 cool, so it gains no stress. Marita is going to be at 4 experience. Marita needs 8. And I gotta pause real quick. Okay, so that was Marita. So we got 2 experience points, but this is wrong. It's not just 2, because we killed a bandit. So we get another experience point for that. So we had to gain 3 more, and he's actually at 5. All right, next one is Bun Bun. Bun Bun has 2 cool. It's a 2 stress mission. I'm just making sure. Yeah, so 2 stress mission. So Bun Bun here has 0. So now he has 2. Next up is Bishop. 2 cool. So no extra stress for Bishop. He needs 7 to level up. Bishop is at 2. Then we have Stool. Has 2 cool. Stool has 2 experience points so far. Needs 5. Stool is at 4. Andy only has 1 cool, so he's going to gain a stress to get to 2. And Andy has 7 experience. He's going to become our first legendary. Or no, I'm sorry, what am I thinking? He's only skilled. He's going to be vet. Being promoted to vet. And he's going to have 0 left over. That's right, we were just talking about it. He has like a mile to go. So here he goes. He's fast, +1. He's still, but he now has an SA, which does help. Although being fast is a big advantage. All the SA really does is make it so he can go during the slow step, and then if he ever by some miracle gets those 11, he will go up to 2 cool and +3, but he's not quite there. So Andy's sort of an oddball. There might be a better pilot out there, just because of the high requirements to get leveled up. And then all of his stats are loaded at the end. Next is SWAT, who needs 6. SWAT has 2 cool, so won't get any stress. SWAT only has 1, so he's going to go to 3. And then we brought Rogue and Druid along. Let's see. So here's Rogue, here's Druid. They have 3 cool, so they're both going to lose the stress. And then you can see they both need 6 to level up. Rogue is at 5, so he's going to become a vet with 1 left over. And then Druid is going to get to 5. So he's close. So we get Rogue. Some of the prices got a little cheaper. The Enhance only costs 1 stress now. That's very helpful. That's the -1 to all the squares. All right, so then that is a destroyed target. And victory points is 4. We're up to 37. We need bigger points. So that's it for that. So we're at 37, which is, we're in the adequate range. 3 days left. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and then we'll do the final 3 days in the next video. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.